All right, let's talk security cameras. If you've ever even thought about buying one, you know the feeling. It can be totally overwhelming. Bullet, dome, turret, PTZ, what does any of that even mean? Well, today, we are going to cut through all that noise and make sense of it all. Let's dive in. And really, this is the only question that matters, isn't it? Are you trying to protect your home, a business, maybe a big outdoor space? You know, the perfect camera for your neighbor could be the absolute wrong one for you. So this explainer, it's all about giving you the tools to answer this question with total confidence.
17. Yep, that's the number of different camera types we're looking at today. Now, I know that sounds like a lot, but don't worry, stick with me here. We're going to break them down into these really logical groups, making it super easy to see what each one does best and which one is going to solve your specific problem.
Okay, first up, let's talk about the classics. The most basic, fundamental difference you'll see right away is just the physical shape of the camera. And as we're about to see, that shape isn't just for looks. It pretty much dictates what the camera is good at. So this is your first big decision. It really is. Do you want a camera that just kind of blends in, something subtle that most people won't even notice? Or do you want something that's front and center, something that screams, hey, you are being recorded, and acts as a major deterrent? Just making this one choice is going to narrow down your options in a huge way. So let's break this down. You've got your bullet cameras. These are the classics, right? Obvious deterrents, perfect for outdoors. Then you have dome cameras. Think of them as the discreet cousins, great for indoors where you want that wide coverage without it being in your face. And turret cameras, sometimes called eyeball cameras, they are just fantastic in low light. The takeaway here is simple. If you want someone to know they're on camera, you start with a bullet. If you need subtlety, a dome is probably your best bet. Okay, so we've got the classic shapes down. Now let's get into the next generation. We're talking about cameras that have brains, cameras that aren't tied down by wires and are powered by some seriously smart technology. You've probably seen this acronym floating around, PTZ. It just stands for pan, tilt, and zoom. Think of these as the active cameras, the ones you can actually control from your phone or computer. You can look left, right, up, down, and zoom way in on something important. They are absolutely ideal for watching over big, active areas where you might need to follow the action, not just record one fixed spot. This right here, this is a total game changer. For years, motion detection just meant you got a notification every single time the wind blew a leaf across your yard. But modern AI, it's so much smarter. It can actually tell the difference between a person, a car, an animal, or a package. So you go from having dozens of useless false alarms to getting only the alerts that actually matter. It's a huge leap forward. Remember when camera placement was all about where you could drill a hole and run a wire? Well, those days are pretty much over. Wi-Fi and battery-powered cameras give you this incredible freedom to put them literally anywhere you need them. And when you add a solar panel to the mix, come on, they become basically self-sufficient. That's a true set-it-and-forget-it security solution. All right, now we're getting into the specialized gear. These aren't your everyday, run-of-the-mill cameras. Think of these as the special forces, highly specific tools designed to solve some really unique and challenging problems, from getting rid of blind spots to seeing in absolute total darkness. So, how do you cover an entire room with just one single camera? No blind spots, nothing. You use a 360-degree fisheye camera. It gives you this complete panoramic view of everything. You can literally put one in the middle of a room and then digitally pan and zoom around the entire recording after the fact. It is maximum coverage with minimum hardware. I love this comparison because honestly, it's the perfect way to describe a thermal camera. It doesn't see visible light like our eyes do, it sees heat. And that means it can spot a person or a vehicle in complete darkness, through fog, even through light smoke. It is an unbelievably powerful tool for protecting a perimeter or watching a sensitive area in really tough conditions. Okay, what if you need to watch a corner, or maybe two different directions at the exact same time? That is where multi-lens cameras come in, and they are brilliant. They basically pack several camera sensors into one single body. The key here is you get the coverage of multiple cameras, but you only have to run one cable and mount one device. It's super efficient.
And the list of these specialists just keeps going, each one built for a very specific mission. For instance, license plate recognition cameras. They do one thing, and they do it perfectly: capture and log license plates, even on moving cars. Body cams, they give you that critical first-person point of view. For really dangerous industrial sites, explosion-proof cameras are built like absolute tanks to operate safely. And finally, when you need to be completely discreet, tiny pinhole cameras can be hidden almost anywhere you can imagine.
Okay, whew. We have just gone through 17 different types of cameras, from the everyday classics to the super specialized tools. So, what now? Let's bring it all back home and apply all this to your situation. Because at the end of the day, this is it. This is the most important question. Is your number one priority deterring a burglar at your front door? Is it discreetly watching a cash register? Maybe it's identifying every car that enters your parking lot. Or is it just seeing clearly in the pitch dark? See, the best camera, it's not the one with the most features or the highest price tag. It's the one that perfectly solves your number one problem. So, what's yours?